Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Decepticon Scrapface from the Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy line. Now technically this line is just called War for Cybertron trilogy, but it's got Netflix all over it. You can see here on the front, here on the side. Basically there is going to be a Netflix Siege show which comes out next week, I believe, at the time of this recording. And then eventually there should be an Earthrise one and a Kingdom one as well. So they have done a subset line where they're reissuing some figures. Some will be new eventually, but for the most part we're just doing repaints. And this is a repaint of Refractor. I know it's G1 Reflector, but I think they had to call him Refractor because they lost the name to Reflector. But anyway, you can see big picture of him here on this side of the box. You have a new kind of mural artwork here on the side. You can see it says Netflix real big. I kind of just want to call this like the Netflix line because that's basically what it is. But you can see robot mode, vehicle mode. I guess that's a vehicle technically. I don't know why it's called Scrapface. I guess we'll find out when the show eventually premieres. But I do like the packaging. I will say I like the white for this Netflix wave. And there's already going to be a second wave. This is from the first wave, but a second wave has already been announced from Hasbro. So, and it does seem like they're going to fit a couple Earthrise things in the line. I think that's why they decided to just call this War for Cybertron trilogy instead of actually putting Siege anywhere on the box, because they're going to use this Netflix packaging to kind of encompass any figures they want to release in promotion of those shows. So, kind of snazzy. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, get this guy out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Scrapface out of the packaging. I like him a lot. I will say he's got kind of a dark color scheme. I know the metallic-y blue color can sometimes look light depending on the lighting, but it just overall really feeds into kind of a dark color scheme with the dark gunmetal gray and the red. And then you have kind of a blood red color here for the like window, translucent window, for lack of a better term. But he looks cool. I really like him, even more than I thought I would. Just a really neat color scheme. Now, I already have 3 of these because I wanted to be able to form the camera, and I wanted a kind of cartoon accurate reflector trio. So I do have that, but I decided to pick this guy up anyway just because I was really impressed with the color scheme. It just looks really cool. So of course he does come with the gun, which you can put together with 2 more to form the tripod for the camera. And then he has the shield piece, which is 1/3 of the lens for the camera. Now, I'm not going to be getting 3 of these unless I see some kind of crazy clearance deal or something like that. So I won't be showing you the camera mode with this guy, but you can put this in here as a shield if you like, which I do kind of like that. And what I've seen on a couple pictures, you can kind of have this come up, and it's kind of hard to get it through, but the idea would be that, can I actually make this happen? Well, I probably am not good at posing this, but the idea would be that you could actually put the gun kind of through here like this, but I can't make it happen. But I do like the look of holding the shield. I think that's cool. And like I said, I really do like the metallic blue. It's very sharp. All right, I'm going to put these accessories off to the side so we can focus in on the figure here. Articulation is exactly the same as the first refractor, whatever you want to call them. Heads on a ball joint, so you have some up and down, but there's also a hinge here for transformation, so I think you can actually move the hinge, like the ball joint itself, like without moving the hinge. But you can definitely go side to side. And if you want to just go all the way around, you can headbang all the way. Swivel here in the shoulder, plus you have a swivel here, plus you have a bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow. Nothing in the wrist, because that just swivels into the forearm for the transformation. You have a swivel here. You should have a swivel here in the waist. Yeah, there we go. It's just a little tight. Then you have the typical hip out to the side, front to back, thigh swivel, 90 degrees in the knee. Then you do have some ankle tilt, and then you have some forward and back as well because of the transformation. So pretty much all the articulation you would want. And I really like the head sculpt. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same, but it just works really well with the colors they've used here. And then you have the kind of really dark red translucent window there, which is also kind of neat. So really cool figure, really cool color scheme to give to this guy. I'm very interested to see what role he plays in the Siege cartoon once that comes out on Netflix. Let's see if I can fix this here. So yeah, overall I like him. This piece is also removable. If you prefer to display him like this, that is an option. So let's go ahead and get into transformation. Alright, so getting into transformation here, very simple. We're going to start swiveling the head around 180 degrees, and then we're going to just fold that down into the back like so. We're going to rotate the torso 180 degrees like so, come around to the back, bring this around, flip the hand into the forearm, and then you're going to want to rotate this 90 degrees, and then this tab right there is going to peg into that little tab spot right there on the front of the crotch. So there you go. Repeat the process with the other arm, rotate the hand in, spin this around, and then peg that in. There you go. You're going to rotate the legs. You're going to flip out these little ski pieces like so. So flip that out from the inside. Then you're going to rotate the feet down and bring in this gun piece. You can actually go ahead and clip these together a while and then just kind of rock these back so that we can peg the gun in here. I think we do it like this, correct? This goes in, this pegs in. There we go. I feel like that's not right, but let me consult the directions. No, that's right. Okay, so then we're going to take this piece off, peg this onto the back here. This viewfinder piece or clear torso piece, whatever you want to call this, will flip open and then go all the way around, and then this piece here will flip around again, and you can see how there's two tiny little tabs right there, which are going to peg in right there and there. So go ahead and peg that in. There we go. And almost done. We're going to grab this piece, and this is going to peg in. I think this pegs in here. Yeah, because there's little cutouts for these two pieces. So that goes on there just like so. And that's it. That's pretty much the... I'll be honest, I don't really know what this is supposed to be. Some kind of Cybertronian... It almost looks like a satellite mode. Or maybe just some kind of Cybertronian transport. I don't really know what the vehicle mode is supposed to be. But there it is. That's what it is right here. It's this like sled looking thing. So it has little skis down here. You know, I don't know. It's what it is. I don't know what these are supposed to be. Obviously, this guy does have the like cube transformation to become 1/3 of the camera. I'm not going to run through that right now. I have other videos on the channel you can check out for the original reflector, and as well as I think I have a separate video for the camera, so you can check that out as well. But yeah, decent little vehicle mode. I still think the color scheme comes through, and I like the look of that. So yeah, at the end of the day, I like this guy. There's just something about him. Yes, it's a toy I already own several of, but it's a good color scheme, and he's just a fun little bot. I just really like this figure. I liked it back when it was Reflector. I liked it. I never got the giant camera set that they did on Hasbro Pulse a while ago and some other places that I think had the more toy-accurate color scheme. This guy's just kind of out here on his own, and I don't know. I'm here for it. I really just like the metallic color scheme. I think it works. And the other thing is, this toy kind of strikes me as just like a generic crowd filler bot. Like you'd see sometimes on Cyberverse where they would have just like generic Autobots and Decepticons fighting. They weren't really named characters. They're just kind of like out there to be, you know, cannon fodder, or just like if you'd have a group scene, you have some generic looking bots with various color schemes just to kind of fill the crowd. And that's kind of what I feel like Scrapface is. I don't know why. I guess just because like his robot mode, if you took all the accessories away, is pretty generic, blocky, you know, not a very obvious what his alt mode is kind of bot. And sometimes it's just fun to have a couple of those. I don't know why. It's a fun little transformer in a great color scheme, and you know, I decided to pick it up. Now, do you necessarily need it? If you already have 3 reflectors or that other camera set I mentioned, maybe not. Maybe you don't care. But I feel like of all the color schemes they've done for this Netflix line, this is one of the more unique ones. We've seen other ones that are literally just like the same toy, but maybe a little bit more dirt or a little bit more battle damage, and those don't excite me. But take the character or take the toy, give me a new character with a new color scheme, and I'm interested again. And that's kind of what happened here. So I recommend them just because I think the color scheme is really cool, and it's a good, solid little Transformer. Like I said, he was a solid little Transformer the first time I bought him. It still holds true. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention real quick. So apparently all of the Netflix Deluxe class figures come with these like diorama pieces. So you can see here, this is a orange wall. And apparently if you buy, it's only the Deluxe class figures from this first wave and the second wave that isn't out yet. If you put them all together, it kind of makes like the wall of the arc that has Teletran 1. And, you know, this is just a part of the wall. So it's kind of, in true, like, Hasbro Marvel Build-A-Fig, you know, mentality, they've put the most exciting parts of the diorama that actually have Teletran 1 with what I feel are the most, I should say, least desirable figures, because they're kind of just straight repaints like Hound and Sideswipe and the upcoming, like, Wheeljack and Red Alert, the ones that just kind of look almost exactly like the figure you already have. And of course they get the best diorama pieces. So if you really want to go all in and you want to buy every Deluxe from this line, you can have yourself a little diorama of Teletran 1. I feel like someone just needs to do it and then print it out for all the rest of us, but whatever. In any case, I think this guy's cool. I think he's worth checking out. There aren't a ton of Deluxes from the Netflix line that I'm interested in, but this was definitely one of them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.